I'm shaking my head. I am shaking my head because why is it? Why is it that every time I pledge my commitment, my allegiance to Amazon Publishing, they do something to make me question my original decision? What have they done lately? Well, let me tell you. Amazon keeps changing the rules. They keep moving the goalposts. They keep introducing new obstacles, more obstacles, difficult obstacles to climb. For those of you who have been following me, my name is Elizabeth Griffin, the Black Romance Writer, and I have been on YouTube for 5 years actively. And I have been talking and making multiple videos about Amazon, about Kindle Vella, about direct publishing. And let me tell you, they have me on a roller coaster ride going up and down, around, everywhere, because I can't figure them out. What have they done? Well, let me tell you. Amazon, Kindle Vella, the platform, has decided, without consulting us, the writers, to give away the first 10 episodes of our series on that platform for free. Yes, they say that they will compensate us for the reads and that they will incorporate in the bonuses that we receive the episodes that are being read free. But can you imagine, as an author, if you have, let's say, 1 series or 2 series out there, and let's say they're short series, let's say they're like 15 episodes total or 20 episodes total. That means after the first 10 episodes, then you will get paid 50% of whatever the token price is that the reader paid for those unlocked episodes. That is a huge change. That is a huge decision that affects all of us as writers. Yes, it's a plus for the readers, but for the writers, it's a huge impact. And then if you couple on top of that announcement, the fact that Amazon has decided to allow all Amazon Prime student members to read the entire Kindle Vella catalog for free if they have the time and if they have the energy. They can read these things for free. This is shocking, especially when I myself have gotten accustomed to giving away the first 3 episodes. So, what am I going to do? What am I going to do about these changes? And who knows what's going to happen in the future? Oh, and let me tell you, I forgot to mention that now all unlocked episodes will only cost 10 tokens. That means if you wrote a 5,000 word episode, your customer will pay 10 tokens to read the entire episode. And if you wrote a 600 word episode, the author will still pay 10 tokens to read that episode as well. So for some people, it could be seen as a benefit. And for other people, it could be seen as a way of cutting into their already limited pool of money. So what am I going to do? Elizabeth Griffin, the Black Romance Writer? Well, I've committed myself to this platform. I want to see it through to the end. I truly believe in the opportunities that it affords me. As I've mentioned in previous videos, that I have been paid consistently from January 2022 up until now for my writing, and I have never been paid as consistently for my work. The only outlier to this declaration is when I published my first novel, Naira. Since that time, I have not had or been able to duplicate the success. But with Kindle Vella, I have been growing an audience. I have been getting consistent interaction with the readers, comments, thumbs ups. I am growing my platform, and I am getting a lot more recognition on this particular platform than I'm getting anywhere else, which makes me want to follow through and see where Kindle Vella will lead, whether the platform will be open and available to the world. And if that happens, how will that affect my sales? I also know how hard it is as a writer to get noticed. And as a result of that, I like the grassroots approach of Kindle Vella. I like the fact that it is a new platform and that there is space for me to introduce myself and to grow and to possibly become very successful. I also have multiple strategies in play to help me. I have 13 series on Kindle Vella, and I have 8 active series. I am entering my second season in Cry Another Day, which is doing really well, and His Dangerous Obsession. I have a completed story with 50 episodes, and that is The Innocent Bride, and that's also doing very well. So for me, even though giving away the first 10 episodes to my stories is a huge thing, a huge change, I have such a large and extensive catalog, and I have such a diverse catalog that, yes, it will affect me, but I'm hoping to be compensated in the bonuses. And I am hoping that with Amazon introducing the program of allowing students to read these Kindle Vella series for free, that will generate more reading on my platform, and it will also introduce myself to a young audience, which could have the potential of me getting readers that will follow me through the span of their life, in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s. So I'm hoping to cultivate a reading audience with the young that will mature and develop. And I'm also looking for opportunities and ways in which to break out, to become known. And I am also using my social media platforms to promote my books and to promote myself. So yes, this is a troubling situation. However, I'm looking on the bright side. I'm looking at the opportunity that it can afford me, because I was around when ebooks first started, and I didn't jump on that particular platform. And I found out in years later that those people who were at the beginning of the ebook craze made a phenomenal amount of money. So I want to learn from that mistake. I am also taking advantage of the audiobook platform. I have 11 audiobooks that are professionally narrated and produced, and they are available any and everywhere audiobooks are sold. And I have them covering different topics. I have young adult fiction, I have suspense, I have romance, I have medical romance. I try to cover a lot of different genres. And I do that because I like writing in different genres and I like the diversity, and it also allows me to showcase my talent. But I am on the audiobook platform because I also believe that that is a platform that is going to explode and has a lot of room for discovery and for growth. So in addition to that, and having my books on Kindle Vella, I feel that, yes, there are some things I don't like about the platform, and there are certain changes that are happening quickly and without the input of the authors. I'm also looking at the fact that I can have my material on Kindle Vella, my series. I can also wait 30 days after completing a season of a series, and then I can repurpose it as an ebook and put it on the ebook platform. I can also repurpose that book and have it in print form as a physical book. In addition to that, I can also turn that same piece of material into an audiobook. So yes, it seems like Amazon is getting the upper hand on the Kindle Vella platform, but I feel like they're trying to discover and figure out what works for that platform. And while they are doing that, I intend to write hard, write fast, write vigorously, produce as much as I can, create multiple series. I feel like Kindle Vella is my arena, my space where I can dominate, where I can overproduce, if you want to say that, where I can just take off, and who knows where it will lead. As I said, writing is a very challenging, very competitive, very tight space. And yes, there's room for everyone, but you have to show endurance. You have to show creativity. You have to be committed, and you have to push through those days where you are doubtful. And I had one of those days today where you think that you are just creating in vain. Again, I was feeling that way today. But if you look at the bigger picture, if you look at the cumulative effect of your writing, of your production, of the things that you're doing, it is going to pay off. You will find your arena, you will find your niche, you will find your area, and you will find your tribe of readers. And those readers will tell other readers, and your platform will grow and grow and grow. Yes, it could be slow and time consuming, but I am definitely committed to Kindle Vella, to seeing it through. I'm committed to having my books on all the platforms, whether it's Smashword, whether it's Barnes & Noble, whether it's Walmart, all Kobo, all of these platforms. And when I go on vacation, which will be in a couple of weeks, I will be at my local library, and I will be turning my ebooks into other formats. And I love using the library's computer because I like the environment, I like the space, and it's a quiet place. And it's my safe haven, my go-to spot. So I will be publishing lots and lots of books in 2024, which was my New Year's resolution. And I published yesterday, which was April the 1st. I published Take Me. So check out my ebook and let me know what you think. Check out my other catalog of ebooks and audiobooks. But until next time, these are my views and my opinions about Kindle Vella. I think it is an opportunity that will be a platform for me to springboard into mainstream writing and to get recognition. I also, as I said, will utilize the social media platform. On TikTok, I have over 1,000 followers. And because I reached that 1,000 mark, I am able to link my Amazon authors page, which includes all of my ebooks and audiobooks. So I'm able to put that at the head, or put that link at the head of my TikTok account. And for those people on that platform who check out my page, they will be able to hit the link and they will be directed to Amazon. And they will be put in a position where they can purchase my books at just the click of a finger. So social media platforms are very helpful to authors. They allow us to showcase our talent, but they also allow us to showcase our writing and to provide links to our work so that people can purchase our stories and our audiobooks and our material. I also have a YouTube channel that has over 1,000 subscribers. I have 1,884. So as a result of that, I have 500,000 views total on my channel. And that means a lot of people have come into contact with me, with my work, with my platform, with my views. So I just want to say to you authors, stay encouraged. This is a platform for us to showcase our work and to prosper. Many of my listeners may wonder, why do I have so many series on Kindle Vella? And the reason I decided to do this is because I wanted to make money on the platform. And I wanted to optimize my chances or my opportunity to make money. So I created 13 series. And they range from young adult fiction to medical romance, to erotic medical romance, to contemporary urban romance, to sweet romance. And the reason I did this, as I said, is because I don't know which series will take off, which ones will do well, and which ones won't. So I increased my chances by creating all of these series. And yes, I plan on completing all of these series, but I'm focusing on those that are doing really well. And at the top of the list is Cry Another Day. Currently, that is doing extremely well. So I'm on my second season of Cry Another Day. I also am about to begin the second season of His Dangerous Obsession, because that also does well. I have a completed series, which is The Innocent Bride. And the reason I wanted this series to be complete is because it allows the reader to know that they're investing in this particular story for a short period of time. This season has about, I believe, 45 to 50 episodes. But what that reader knows is that they will get a complete story. If they invest their time, they will get to the end of that particular story. I have longer stories that the reader has to trust me to complete the series. And that's what's going on with Cry Another Day. My objective with Cry Another Day is to have 4 seasons or 5 seasons total. So that may span like 5 years of me writing. I also have His Dangerous Obsession, which I anticipate to be only 3 seasons long. And as I finish out my seasons or my series, I will create new ones. So I say this in a optimistic way, but I'd like to be considered the Shonda Rhimes of Kindle Vella. I'd like to have multiple series on this platform, and I'm optimistic about creating original content for this platform. As I've stated at the very beginning of this video, Kindle Vella has me shaking my head, has me scratching my head, has me wondering what's coming next. But with all of those changes and all of those things going on, I am still invested in writing for Kindle Vella. I would also like to hear your opinion and your take on the things that are going on that platform. If you are a writer, how would you like to see Kindle Vella improve? If you are a reader, do you like the platform? Do you think that the changes are positive, that they are rewarding for the reader, and that eventually the writer will get a piece of the pie, a large piece of the pie? As always, I thank you for joining me, Elizabeth Griffin, the Black Romance Writer, on my channel. And I am wishing you love, peace, joy, and happiness. Until next time, good night.